I would say be honest and be human. No one's perfect. You are on a journey. It doesn't have to go one way. There's so many paths that you can take, and don't think, oh, this is what I've done at uni, this is exactly what I have to do for the rest of my life. It's never going to be like that. And don't be hard on yourself if you don't think you're getting the opportunities that you deserve. Just keep working at it, keep your attitude right, and it will work out for you. And everybody will do something different, so don't worry.
So yeah, be brave, be ready to step outside of your comfort zone. Opportunities are going to come your way and you're going to think, I can't do this, I'm going to fail, I look silly, but if you don't give it a shot, you're never ever going to know.
A quote would be that there is something so amazing about a woman that dominates in a man's world. So growing up with such a strong interest in fashion and pop culture, Rihanna was always a strong female at the front of my mind. I really think she embodies that core of self-empowerment, which is never saying sorry for who she is. Despite negativity, controversy and people believing, oh, she's just a pop star, she's built an incredible empire across multiple industries, kind of based on that fact, like, do it to make yourself happy, never for anyone else. And I really think she promotes confidence in a world that it can be hard to find in.
So the most powerful woman in my life that I admire is my lovely mammy. It has to be. She has shown me that she is the strongest person I have ever met. Like, the last 12 months have proved that she can honestly do anything. And what I love about her is that she's shown me that her gentleness and her kindness are her strength, because so often we just assume that to be powerful you have to be loud and brash and in your face and taking over everything, but there's so much power in her, like her kindness and her gentleness, and she just treats everybody she meets with so much love and respect, and I want to be just like her when I grow up.
A strong woman to me is someone who is resilient. I have many resilient women in my life, and they are who I think of whenever I think about strength. It's being able to get up every day, put on your clothes, go to work, fulfill your responsibilities and face all of the challenges that life throws at you, but also being able to stand up for your opinions, for your values, for your morals, and knowing the difference between right and wrong.
When I hear the term strong woman, I think of a superhero. However, I think being able to recognise that we can't do everything by ourselves is a great strength. We don't have to be a superhero, we can ask for help. So I think that's key to being a strong woman.
Well, I don't know that strong's the right word. Being able or confident, just having the experience over the years to be a confident, strong leader, I suppose, but also through being a mum, through different family situations where you have to be the stronger, to encourage your family as well. And that's what I do here. I feel just with the staff, it doesn't matter that you're the longest here, it doesn't matter that you're the most educated, but rather your characteristic and how you're going to approach the situation. And I suppose the integrity with which you apply to share your experience as well.
I think one of my proudest achievements is turning a passion into a career. When I was at school, I was always the organiser. I was the person who was organising the elaborate themed birthday parties, the charity events at school, even just gatherings, social gatherings for my friends and family. Our careers department at school didn't really talk about event management as a possibility of something I could go on to study at university, and actually it probably was quite new academically at that stage. But because I was interested in biology and quite good at science, I went on to do a biology degree. But after that, I kind of wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I thought about teaching, but a part-time job I had as a student opened my eyes to the world of large-scale events, and I was hooked. So after I finished my degree, I went on to get as much experience as I could anywhere and everywhere, and then studied a Masters in International Events and Festival Management in Edinburgh. I'd also have to say I am very proud to be the mum of two incredible girls as well, who are growing up to be confident, outspoken and compassionate, so they make me really proud.
My proudest achievement is definitely completing university and being awarded a first-class honours degree, and during that time I completed a placement year abroad in the US, which allowed me to grow my own confidence and develop skills for my future career.
A big one's obviously my degree, so I achieved a first class honours degree in marketing, and walking across the stage to get my degree was amazing, but I think my biggest one was buying my first house. There's nothing better seeing hard work pay off and seeing that saving constantly and not going out paid off.
So some of the lessons that I have learned through ladies in my life, but also just through quotes, like I love looking at quotes, is firstly, be confident in who you are. You are a one-off, you are rare, you are special, and this should be celebrated and definitely used to its advantage. Another one is, when one door closes, another door opens. And sometimes in life we are faced with adversity, we're faced with challenges, but it is all about remembering that sometimes one door has to close in order for another door to open and another opportunity and another great thing to come our way. So those are the two things that kind of help me keep going, and are definitely ones that I wish that I knew as my younger self. That's another one, is be the person that your younger self needed. So if you do see somebody else that's in your industry, in your career, in your job, have a little eye out for them, keep an eye out for them, and be the person that you wish that you had when you were younger.
I am lucky to have and have had very many influential women in my life, and I believe that my work ethic comes from them. They've taught me to work hard, but live life as well. Having heard stories from my granny about how I wish I'd have done that, or when I wish I was your age again, has made me realise that I need to work hard for the things that I want and my family want, so that I can look back, so we can make memories and we can look back and not have any regrets.
I want to encourage my daughters to be brave and courageous and stand up for themselves, be confident in their opinions, and to stand up for anyone they see or feel that needs help.
That's a good question. So I do see myself as a feminist and an ally, and I want to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can to protect and uplift the powerful women around me. I honestly think that as women we are often pitted against each other. I think that there is this comparison culture and this real negative competitiveness, which breaks my heart, because whenever we work together we can achieve so much more. So I want to make sure that within my workplace, my family and my wider life, that I'm doing everything to kind of lift the people up around me and just make sure that I'm praising them and giving them that support when I can. I think that expression, someone else's sparkle doesn't dull your shine, is so important here, because at the end of the day, when we all work together, we can achieve so much more.
So I really enjoy the results, seeing the results of people's work, whether it's independently, whether it's they've worked together in the team or across the whole business to do something. Just seeing all those projects come to fruition and seeing the results and feeling like you're a part of that success is really rewarding.
As a leader, what motivates me is, seeing other people succeed in their goals, hopefully helping them achieve those goals and encouraging them. I love seeing people grow and develop their confidence, their skill set. Yeah, it creates a really great job satisfaction for all involved, and for us as a company, it achieves the results that we're looking for, which is growth and happy people.
Originally, actually, women were the first programmers in the Second World War, and it was seen as, at the time, that hardware was the most important thing to do, so that was a more manly job. So women actually did the software, and they were the computer programmers of that time, which I think is pretty amazing. As time gone on, now it's 11% of women are actually software developers, or 11% of software developers are women, which is terrible. I personally believe there are a few ways that you can combat that. One, anonymising CVs, because there's a lot of unconscious bias that goes on in workplaces. Another thing that's very popular is Harvard University has an unconscious bias test that you can do, because obviously unconscious bias, you're not cognitively aware of it. It's things that you do on an unconscious basis, and that I have personally done the test, and it is really eye-opening. As well, a lot of women, mothers for example, in the software engineering area feel unsupported because the vast majority of men in managerial positions have never had to deal with a woman who's had children, and in interviews they often are discriminated against by asking, how will you balance your work-life life? How will you balance having children? Men are never asked these questions. So this is a huge part of the problem. And also, if you're able to strip away those unconscious bias from children, you're able to then not have to unlearn them as an adult. So push and stem from children, and then we won't have to deal with this in 30, 40 years.
Well, I think that showing young women that there are these roles out there and that women are already in them makes a big difference. I think whenever you're young and you're trying to find what you want to do with your life, it can be really overwhelming because there's literally so much choice out there. And if you're not presented with these opportunities, or you don't even know that women are already in those opportunities, how are you going to know that you can choose them? So I think we just need to kind of show that off a wee bit more.
That's so good. Good job.
Thanks.
You're done.
Yes, it's done.